We'll begin in West Africa, where the All Progressives Congress governorship candidate, Usman Ododo, has been announced the winner of the just concluded November 11 governorship election in Kogi State. Ododo won with 446,237 votes, defeating his closest rival, Murtala Jaka of the Social Democratic Party, who had 259,052 votes, while Dino Melaye of the PDP polled 46,362 votes. And this is despite INEC announcing that fresh polls will be conducted in some polling units in the Ogori, Mangonogogo local government area of the state on November 18 this year. The returning officer for the Kogi State governorship election, Professor Johnson Urama, disclosed these on Sunday evening.
And Ahmed Osman Ododo of APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected. Thank you very much.
When I held to Bayelsa, where the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has adjourned the collation of the governorship election result in the state. The Bayelsa collation is now scheduled for 12 p.m. Today being Monday. INEC has stated that the decision is a result of certain elections that were not conducted on Saturday, but was held on Sunday, requiring additional time for officials to gather and compile the result. And joining me on the news all the way from Bayelsa State is our correspondent, Bernard Akede. Bernard, good morning. Glad to have you join me.
Thank you, Adebola. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Now, first of all, just let us in on the mood in Bayelsa State.
Well, you can see behind me is business as usual, or rather back to business as usual. Vehicles are on the road. Schools are in today. By the way, Bayelsa is one of those states that is prone to floods, and a lot of that we saw last year, some of it here. So because of the annual flooding issue, some schools go on 6 weeks break. It's called flood break in this part of the country. They've been on that break for a while, and it coincided with the governorship elections, hoping that the elections would have been concluded as of yesterday. Some schools will resume today, but well, the election counting also continues today, and you can see, like I said, business as usual, the roads are busy. But besides that, I just mentioned we will be heading to this morning, or rather by 12 noon, to see how we continue concerning the collation of results.
All right, Bernard, before I let you go, just speak to me regarding, what the security operatives are like, their presence are like. I imagine tensions must be rising there in anticipation of the adjourned announcement of results right there in Bayelsa State. So what are the presence of operatives like right there?
Well, so far so good. I must confess, the security has been pretty good since after the election. On the day of the election, actually, there was serious IT security operatives. We did mention that there were about 27,000 police officers deployed to the state, and that's not counting the other sister security entities in terms of the Army, DSS, and the Civil Defense Corps, amongst others. But the problem with see, you can hear a siren now, you see a vehicle go by, pass, that's it right there. There's been, special movements of security operatives here and there. But within town, it's okay, it's normal. Security, however, is very, very heightened at INEC office, as should be, whenever there's time to count votes or to collate election votes and materials. So that's actually the only place where we have major security presence at the moment. Besides that, security is as it should be and as usual in and around the state.
All right, one last question for you, Bernard. What have you heard so far regarding, the parties contesting in terms of how the conduct of the election has been in Bayelsa State?
All right, I'll quickly pick certain places. Now, Bayelsa State has only 8 local governments, but those 8 local governments are as active as 18 local governments, particularly certain hotspots. And 2 of those hotspots are the ones that are yet to be collated, talking about Southern Adjourn and Brass. Brass is way across the water, about an hour, 30 minutes from Nimbe community. And then Southern Adjourn is surrounded by rivers and certain distributaries. Now, these are the places that usually get pretty hot And again, these two places, I believe, are APC strongholds. APC is the opposition of Progressives Congress. So the results from these two places would be a major determinant when it comes to the general collation of results and eventual declaration of the winner. As at now, based on results we have, it looks like the ruling People's Democratic Party is in the lead based on calculation, but INEC is the only body who is authorized to announce the full results. So you see how interesting this final collation would be eventually, especially with the results coming from these two regions. As you rightly mentioned as well, two of the polling units in southern region were not able to conduct elections on Saturday, leading to the conducting of elections on Sunday, and that's part of what has led to this delay. So our eyes are on these two communities or these two local governments while we wait to get final results from INEC.
All right, thank you so much, Bernard Akede, our correspondent right there, giving us live reports all the way from Bayelsa State. Thank you so much, Bernard.